Hi, I'm Mishti Max, and here we go with another Get Ready With Me. I went to see the movie Jupiter Ascending and decided to create a makeup that looks like Jupiter's gaseous swirling rings and the darkness of space. First, I prepped my skin with MAC Strobe Cream, which I massaged into my face with clean fingers for an ethereal, glowing skin look. To prime my eyes, I used Urban Decay Primer Potion in Sin, dabbing it on only up to the crease where I want the shimmer to go. I moisturized my lips with MAC's Lip Conditioner and left that to soak in. For an eyeshadow base, I'm taking the MAC Paint Pot in Painterly, and I'm applying that with the Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush to cover up any discoloration on my brow bone and inner socket. I'm patting that into my skin and blending it down to the crease, and also taking that under my eye along my lower lash line because I'm going to apply a lot of shit there later. I took my Inglot Shadow number 111R and I chose the lightest peach shade with the Sigma E39 Buff and Blend brush to set the paint pot on my brow bone. Then I also took a mix of the deepest and middle shades to blend above the crease as a transition shade. That will help me to blend the eyeshadows later. And I'm dampening that down with the lightest shade again. Then I whipped out the Sugarpill Burning Heart palette with the Sigma E32 Exact Blend brush. I grabbed the shade Butter Cupcake and buffed that into the crease and up towards the brow bone, creating a curved shape from inner corner and joining that onto the outer edge of the lid. I built up the color and then blended out the top edge with the Sigma E39 Buff and Blend brush. It's basically a process of going back and forth between these two till I liked what I saw. Back to the Burning Heart palette with the Sigma E44 Firm Blender brush and Flame Point this time, taking the pointed tip of the brush and blending the orange into the outer edge of the lid and the deep crease. I'm holding my skin taut to keep a smooth blend, making sure I get a nice gradient from orange to yellow. Then I went back to Butter Cupcake to bring back the yellow and did some more blending between the orange and yellow shades. Now onto the lid, I went for the Makeup Forever Flash palette, taking both the coral and gold shades, scooping them out with a spatula and mixing that on the back of my hand till I got a slightly coppery golden color, and then I patted that onto my lid with my finger, fading it up to the crease, overlapping the orange blended shade, and even used the brush with the residual orange on it to blend out the edge. I grabbed this little MAC quad I put together and went for Amber Lights, and took it with the Sigma E57 Firm Blender to pat over that custom base. For me, this coppery golden shade was perfect for the color of Jupiter, and I thought about it straight away when I looked at that poster. Then to blend the lid into the crease and add back some more orange, I took Flame Point again on that Firm Blender brush. I took this shimmery corally gold Inglot shadow, which is called number 407 Pearl, and patted that over the inner third of my lid with the E57 Firm Shader brush, also blending it towards the center of the lid with a touch more Amber Lights. Then I grabbed Garnier Micellar Cleansing Water and a cotton bud to clean up the inner corner of orange overflow, and went on to clean up any fallout and also tightened up the outer edge using a makeup wipe. Next, I picked up the Urban Decay 24/7 pencil in El Dorado and covered my tear duct triangle with that as a base for this light Inglot gold shade. It's number 44 AMC Shine, which I applied and blended onto my lid with the Sigma E46 Inner Corner Shader. Now for the original Urban Decay Naked palette, and I took a mix of Smog and Dark Horse and added that along the outer lash line. Then I blended out the outer corner with more Smog and merged that with the crease. And I whacked a bit more Amber Lights to smooth that towards the main lid shade. After working on the crease some more for obsession's sake, I cleaned up the lower lash line with a makeup wipe to ready it for the next step. Out comes the Inglot Matte Gel Eyeliner in number 82, and I picked some up with the Sigma E17 Waterline Liner brush and wiped the excess off on the lid, then applied it to my waterline, then smudged that into the lashes with the Sigma E21 Smudge brush, taking that all the way along the lash line, smudging it with a cotton bud to smooth out the lower edge, and taking more product to add more color to the outer edge. Then I whipped out the Urban Decay Electric palette and used the E21 Smudge brush to apply fringe to the inner half of the lash line. I went into the Sleek Candy Collection palette and took Blue Fizzle with the same smudge brush and applied that to the outer lash line. Then to the Revlon Customized palette in Smoky Sexy for this deeper blue to darken up the outer corner and take it out into a lower wing. I blended the inner corner gold over into the blue and then moved on to the Sugarpill Heartbreaker palette, grabbed Velocity to blend out the lower edge, and also used a cotton bud, which is a very useful tool. Then back to the Inglot Light Gold to blend it under the blue. Now onto the Sugarpill Sweetheart palette and the Sigma E36 blending brush to buff this hot pink shadow called Dolly Pop under the outer half of the lower lash line. This is to simulate the pink flare against the dark space background around the earth in the poster. I took that pink haze out in a wing from my lower lash line, lining it up and matching it with the upper lid. Then I went about choosing a blue glitter and decided that the dark but iridescent semi-sweet sprinkles from Eye Candy would do justice to the galactic night sky. So I tipped some into the lid and got out the Illamasqua Sealing Gel to drip a drop onto it, and then used the Sigma EO5 eyeliner brush to mix a glitter paste. Then I painted on the glitter along the outer 2/3 of my lower lash line, trying to get it under my lashes. I started to wing out the glitter on its own, and then decided to give it a base of the Inglot Gel eyeliner, taking some of that blue goo onto the back of my hand with the waterline liner brush and dragging that out, and I took it back onto my upper lid to create an outer winged liner, only pulling that about halfway along my lash line and running it into my lashes. I really should have got out my Inglot Duraline to make the eyeliner more malleable, since it has cracked and dried out a bit, but unfortunately I was too lazy to grab it, and it would have made it a lot easier to create this eyeliner, because I did struggle a bit. I went back to the Eye Candy Semi-Sweet Glitter and mixed up some more with the Illamasqua Sealing Gel to add over that blue gel eyeliner. I even patted some dry glitter over the top to saturate the dark but sparkly explosion. I cleaned up any fallout with a makeup wipe, but using glitter with a mixing medium takes care of most of it, and I also made sure that the lower lash line was blended and glittered up as much as possible. Then I curled my eyelashes at the base and middle, giving maximum lift. Then I pulled out the CoverGirl Clump Crusher Mascara to generously coat my upper lashes, also getting the tops of the upper lashes where you can get colored eyeliner, eyeshadow, and glitter, taking away from that blackness. I intensified the Dolly Pop with the little blending brush and buffed that out with the Inglot No. 111R shadow. And then I also coated my lower lashes too. I combed through my lashes with the Real Techniques Brow and Lash Grooming Tool to separate them, and then went on to my usual brow and face, as seen in my foundation routine linked below, as well as the past few tutorials, so you can check those out. After the face, I blended my powder over the edge of the eyeshadow and added some more pink and brow highlight. Then for some golden glow, I went for MAC Mineralized Extra Dimension Skin Finish in Whisper of Guilt and applied that to my cheekbones and also above my eyebrows with the Hako Hodo S113 highlight brush. I blended that out with my powder brush and added some shine to my cupid's bow, the tip of my nose and along the bridge. Next, for the cheeks, I went for Benefit Coralista and applied it with the Real Techniques blush brush on the apples and towards the back of my cheeks, taking that up to my temples too and around the edge of my hairline. And I buffed that out with the Sedona Lace Kabuki brush. Now I'm going on to lip decisions, and I'm not sure what to do. I don't know whether I should go for something that totally matches the poster as far as a dark blue lip, or do something that just looks good, or at least complementary with the eye look. And I had thought I'd made a choice. So I removed the excess lip conditioner with a cotton bud and then primed my lips with MAC Prep and Prime Lip Base. Then I took Too Faced Borderline Anti-Feathering Lip Pencil and lined my lips to give a barrier for the lip gloss so it doesn't run everywhere. Then I went for the Sigma Lip Switch in Transcend and applied it all over my lips. The applicator on this lip gloss is really weird. It's a hard spike for some reason. Instead of a brush or even a doe foot applicator, it's not the nicest thing to rub against your lips, but the bluish shade of lip gloss would be great over a purple lipstick. So anyway, I ended up with this natural but glossy looking lip. However, I wasn't satisfied with the boldness of the overall effect, so I removed the Sigma gloss with my fingers so I don't remove the priming products, and I pulled out the Gerard Cosmetics Lip Gloss in Bermuda to apply to my lips. I still wanted to wear the Lip Switch gloss since I just got it, so I worked some of that onto the back of my hand and dabbed it onto the center of my lips with my finger for an extra bluish shine, and just cause why not? So that's the second lip option. And I'm done. I liked how unusual this makeup is to something I would normally do, and the blue eyeliner was fun, especially with the dark and mysterious starry glitter over the top. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this Get Ready With Me movie-inspired tutorial, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos. You can also check out my podcast and band's music on iTunes.